Everyone, and welcome back to the channel and another Coins Reaction Zone. We are back with the new Scooby-Doo movies. So it's been another day, another episode. So this one was released on October 20th, 1973. This is episode 7 of season 2 and series episode 48, the penultimate episode of the new Scooby-Doo movies, called The Haunted Candy Factory. So this one is going to star Cass Elliot, which you can see right there. So this episode is filled with a lot of self-deprecating jokes about Cass Elliot's weight. And this is just some trivia that I found. And then she passed away on July 29th, 1974, roughly 9 months after this episode aired. And then several times throughout the episode, she's seen only eating grapefruit, referencing an unhealthy diet briefly popular amongst Hollywood stars in the 1930s and again in the 70s and 80s. In fact, at the time of this episode's airing, she was making effort and losing tremendous weight, which ironically would partly attribute to her early death of a heart attack. And this is also the first time that Shaggy and Scooby appear to lose their appetites, even though it was only temporary from eating too much candy throughout the episode. Alright, so the adventure begins with the gang traveling through a storm late at night. They are lost in a rundown factory, and so they decide to stop off at the Sugar Plum Candy Factory, where they meet Cass Elliott's golden caramel bar, tossed to the mystery machine. And that's when they discover that Cass Elliot wrote a note that says, "Help, I'm a prisoner in the candy factory." So she yells out the upper window. They get down there to rescue her, and that's where they meet Mr. Crink, the foreman, locked in a storage closet by the Glob Men, the Green Glob Ghosts. And so they talk with him for a bit before they then also meet Mr. Franklin, the night watchman, who has been volunteering at the factory for 50 years. Further down, just some of my notes, just a bit kind of sporadic. The gang investigates the candy and sees that it's being sent to 13 Avenida del Sol, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And then we have some hijinks with the Green Glob Ghosts, which is very kind of basic style for Scooby-Doo. Freddy and the girls find a candy machine that is labeled Acme Metal Grinding Machine, where they hear a grinding noise. And then Freddy tosses the skeleton key that they found earlier into the machine, and it turns into powder as well as empty Citibank bags. So there was a robbery happening earlier. And then that's where we'll start off right here after they run around a little bit and figure out what the Green Glob guys are doing.
This water washed off all that gooey taffy.
See? And you guys were bugged at me. Hey, what's happening? I'm frozen solid.
Yep, rock candy. I feel like though,
Try it, you'll like it.
a lot of this stuff,
Hey, you know something, Cass? What, Shaggy? I tried it. I liked it.
Sugar Plum Candy
If
Company.
I had it to do over again, I'd be an Atlas missile.
Faster's catching up, and I'm running down.
And they each get their own ghost.
Would you care to rephrase that?
We're surrounded. There's no escape now.
Oh no? Take a look.
Time to clear up.
It's a bit kind of
Here I
basic
come,
on
ready or
that.
not.
I like how his mouth doesn't even move though.
I don't know which is scarier, the Green Globs or Cass Elliot's driving.
Yahoo! I've got no
Those freaking
insurance,
jokes are
and
so
you're about to get
weird.
Wow, she should drive in Indianapolis.
It kind of works kind of weird.
Music. Well, there you have it. Cass Elliot's own recipe for
I feel like it's a bit more
marshmallow
cringe in this
Marshmallow
style
sundae?
of a lot of the gags and stuff have been.
It's true, Scoob.
Great.
Marshmallow sundaes.
And that's technically not a weird food because that's humans dressed up in candy after
Hold it.
topping.
These
the
two sweetie
chocolate
pies
syrup.
are reserved for the local authorities.
Oh, we just wanted to get in a few licks.
Green Glob's haunting this place, Cass. But when you tell me these two giant sundaes are the culprits,
It's no job, Detective Storm. Show him, Freddy.
Right, Cass?
Yep, go for it.
The
Mr.
factory
Crane,
foreman.
yep.
Who would have guessed? Me.
Now let's see who blob number 2 is.
Mr. Franklin. I don't believe it.
Somehow I don't believe it either. A rubber mask.
Of all the two-faced guys.
Two-Faced is right. This is Sterling Smith, the international gold swindler.
Gold
Really?
swindler.
Last month, he robbed the Citibank of $2 million in gold bricks.
Citibank. That was the name on those empty bags. They pulverized the gold in those metal grinding machines in the tower.
And then they
Oh,
poured it into
gotcha.
the candy machines along with the caramel chocolates and nuts. And voila, a gold-filled Cass Elliot candy bar.
Jeez.
How about that? My golden caramel bars really were golden.
What a sweet
Wow.
operation.
Well,
How
can you
else
still
I smuggled
get
$2
that
million
gold back
of candy
and
bars out of the country?
I know one way.
Oh,
get
yeah?
it there?
How?
You could always give them to Shaggy to eat and then fly him to Brazil.
Gosh. Why are you bragging on Shaggy like that?
How do we know he really is Mr. Franklin?
Yeah, I'll bet he's wearing a mask too.
There's only one way to find out.
He's not even doing anything, man. Jeez, that was weird.
He's the real Mr. Franklin, all right.
Nice.
Okay, gang, dig in.
Good.
Darn.
Out of sight.
What about you, Cass?
Forget it, Freddy. I made a vow. From now on, I eat nothing but grapefruit. Far out. Here comes my grapefruit now.
Here's the dinner you ordered.
But those are covered with whipped cream, marshmallow, and chocolate syrup.
Not so loud. If you don't tell me, I won't tell my stomach.
Nice. All right, and that was the end of that episode of the new Scooby-Doo movies. I think it was kind of overall a bit boring, to be honest. Boring, a lot of gags from previous episodes, just back and forth, and because it was 40 minutes long, it was a bit of a drog. So for me, to be honest, I'd probably give this one like a 2. The villains were a bit boring, and of course, it's one that we've never met before. The gold thing was pretty fun, like, could be a fun thing to make. So these last 2 episodes, Exterminator and Weird Winds of Winona, I gave a 6 and a 6.5, but this one I just really didn't enjoy it. And you could tell by my face that I was just kind of waiting for it to end kind of thing. That's why this episode is going to be so short, sub 10 minutes because I'm excited to finish off this season, because the new Scooby-Doo movies were definitely not my favorites. It's just how it rolls, basically. We'll end it. No damage or Scooby snacks eaten or weird food, so no stats. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next episode for the finale of the new Scooby-Doo movies. Have a great day.